The murder of George Floyd a few weeks ago sent shockwaves around the world and has fueled the cause for racial justice in the US and beyond. Although we were all shocked and appalled by the brutality that led to his death, time has allowed us to take stock and reflect on our own lives and the society we live in. However, it has also allowed political issues and the actions of a minority to muddy the water, and this causes us to question whether or not this is an issue we can legitimately support as individuals or as a church.
Although we recognise the sanctity of all human life, the response "all lives matter" fails to recognise the deeply rooted racism that pervades our Western society. Also, this is not purely a US problem. Reports published by the UK government clearly show that there is a huge disparity between white people and those from an ethnic minority. And this is exemplified by poor academic achievement, high poverty, and an increased likelihood of being a perpetrator or victim of violence.
This is not a matter of opinion, this is a fact.
Now, the reasons behind these figures are many and varied, but the truth remains. In the UK, you are less likely to achieve if you aren't white.
So what should our response be as a church?
Firstly, we need to resist the temptation to see it as someone else's problem. Comments like, "I've never been racist," fails to recognise the institutional racism that pervades our society and the unconscious bias we have towards those of a different ethnic origin or colour of skin. As Nathan said to King David, "You are that man." And we need to recognise our own failings, take ownership of the problem and repent by seeking forgiveness for our sins, both conscious and unconscious, and endeavour to be better.
Secondly, we need to listen to the black voices that want to share with us the pain and discrimination they have experienced all their lives. Martin Luther King Jr. was gravely disappointed and frustrated by white people who, although supportive, had a shallow understanding of the problems black people faced. We need to resist the urge to be defensive and instead learn to ask difficult questions and be ready for difficult answers.
Thirdly, we need to celebrate the diversity within our society, recognising that we are different, but that needn't be a bad thing. Don't be tempted to be colourblind by ignoring the beauty found in the variety of race and culture, along with all the innumerable other things that make us who we are. We need to seek the friendship of people who are not like us and allow them to educate us and enrich our worldview.
Fourthly, we can't let political rhetoric and manifestos stop us from being who we're called to be as followers of Jesus Christ. It's easy to excuse ourselves from standing up for what's right because of the policies and actions of certain political movements and groups. As Christians, we are called to be a movement which shares a hunger for God's coming kingdom and seeks to confront evil, injustice, and hypocrisy, and challenges worldly attitudes of power, wealth, status, and security, both within and beyond our union. We may not be able to subscribe to all the points of the Black Lives Matter's political manifesto, but that should not stop us from trying to redress the imbalance in our society.
As the prophet Micah told the nation of Israel, and us too,
"He has shown you, O mortal, what is good. And what does the Lord require of you? To act justly and love mercy and to walk humbly with your God."
So let us endeavour to do good in God's eyes, not the world's, by seeking peace, not by the absence of tension, but by the presence of justice.